Hey, Shalom, Akim Shalom. Let's start off by giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. And double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, from whom I learned this truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect out there scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, brothers, I want to give you guys a little testimony here. I just woke up not too long ago because I got this, weird shift. But anyway, I had a dream, which I believe was a prophetic dream, all right, about the times shortly to come here. Okay, so I'm just going to get right into it, not going to waste any time. So basically, I've been working for maybe 13 years now, different jobs or whatever. But, in this dream, I don't think I was back in high school or anything. I think I was going to college. Yeah, so in this dream, you know, I went back to college or something. I was in school and, pretty much, man, in this school I was going to, there was a lot of different classes, man. It was like going back to high school. It's like 8 different classes a day or some shit. And basically, long story short, every class I went to, man, there was always a beautiful woman. Like, you could look at some of these girls here, whatever suits your flavor of woman, man. In this fucking, in this class, dude, I will always have a beautiful woman that would just be waiting for me to come in. It's almost like she came there early and was like, just couldn't wait. And as soon as I got there, wherever the fuck I sat down, I didn't even notice her. Like, I would walk in, I wouldn't notice anybody. I would just walk in, sit down, like, it's just another day, whatever, casual. And this beautiful woman would just sit right next to me, man. And just, look into my eyes and, or sit on my lap or whatever, put her arm around me, And in the dream, it was almost as if I knew these women, almost like they were my wives or something, or my girlfriends, or, It was almost as if in the dream, it was like a normal thing, And, in the scriptures, it is a normal thing to have many wives, man. That's the way it's supposed to be for a man. A man's not supposed to have only just one woman, all right? Or no women at all, right? Or like we have in modern day Babylon, which is, one man with a woman, and then that woman has like a bunch of side dudes and boyfriends and bullshit, right? But in this dream, it was like the Lord has set everything back in order. In a way, of course, we were still going to Esau's school. Esau was still, in rulership, or so it seemed, right? Because I was going back to school, and you had the typical classroom setup, and so basically, man, these women were like in love with me. Every class I went to, man, there was a beautiful woman of different color hair, different shade, whatever, just beautiful, would come up and sit next to me. And it was the same girls. It almost like it was the vibe, like it was the same girls every day. Okay, and then there would be new girls. I would go somewhere, there'd be a new girl, and then she would sit next to me like, yes, I got me a man. And it wasn't like I was just any man. It was almost as if I was famous or something. And the girls just knew I was gonna come, and they were just waiting for me. Like, they were just almost like stalking me, man. And some of the girls, they knew I had many other girls too, and they didn't seem to care as long as they could borrow me when it was their turn. All right, one of them I remember was this dark hair, almost like a light skinned Eve. And she was just absolutely beautiful, man. And I don't know which one of these I could compare it to, man, but kind of looked like this one a little bit, but more clear skin, kind of like these girls were drop dead gorgeous, man. Like in real life, these are the type of women that wouldn't even look in your direction, brothers. Like type of women that they're getting male attention thrown at them all day long, to where they gotta it's almost overwhelming. Well, in this dream, it was almost as if the roles were reversed. Like I was the one who was overwhelmed, man. I was just getting all this female attention everywhere I went. There would always be a new girl that was into me, and she was just like kind of how the simps do now with women. They try to do them favors and ask them, how you doing, is everything okay, like just digging for favors, like, oh, let me do you a favor, let me help you out with this, let me help you out with that. Like these women were like that with me, man. They were coming up to me, just trying to help me. However, how are you feeling, put their arm around me, is everything all right, are you good, I hope you're doing good, whatever. And we would just have a conversation. And in the conversation, they would carry the conversation pretty much. Like if I didn't even want to talk with them, or I was just kind of in my own thoughts, they would just kind of be quiet and still with me and just stay there, just hang out. And then whenever something would come up for us to talk about, then we would talk about it. All right. But it wasn't this thing where you gotta initiate, carry the conversation, or the girl's on her phone. They was never on their phone, man. These girls, I didn't see a single phone in this dream, man. So they were just all over me. And so basically, man, eventually some shit happened. I don't know. I guess in the dream I had been partying all night, driving kind of crazy drunk or whatever. And this Edomite police officer come to my school, basically, and he comes up and starts talking to I had a picture here of another Edomite, but basically he started talking to my, I think it was the math teacher, who was an Edomite man, and basically started talking shit about me. And then I see him and I say, I start talking with him, and this guy starts telling me about, oh, you're in trouble, whatever. Something along the lines of, yeah, I got you on video driving like that, and I'm gonna put it out there. And basically this dude was going on a sneer campaign. For whatever reason, he just didn't like me or had something against me. He was just trying to make me look bad to everybody, and it almost looked like he was trying to get me in some legal trouble or something. And basically, that was kind of like a headache in the dream. So, I would go to my classrooms or whatever, and again, a beautiful woman would just sit next to me like always, and then we would just be talking or whatever. Now, I wouldn't be all smitey like this. I would just be chill, and the girl would be all over me. Like it was a one-sided relationship. Like I had all the power. The woman was just, into me, man. And I was just, I couldn't care less. It was always a different woman in every classroom, man. And they were cute, man. They were beautiful women, man. They wasn't no ugly women, no fat women, no pimples, no short hair bullshit, bald headed bullshit, no purple hair bullshit. The bitches looked like they were all beautiful. Every last one of them was fine as hell, and so anyway, I'm just telling y'all the basics of the dream, not really going too in depth, because there's a lot of other stuff that happened that was kind of weird, because how dreams are, man. Like different scenes. Like I would all of a sudden be in a grassy area outside, and there's water, and then back in the classroom, whatever. But the point being, man, I had all these beautiful women after me while being persecuted by Esau Edom, man. And, these beautiful women, man, they was like trying to comfort me and stuff. This, I remember going to the classroom, and I wasn't crying or nothing. I was just kind of stressed out, like, yeah, fuck this Edomite bitch, this fucking dumbass officer, whatever. He ain't got nothing better to do. And I went to this class, and immediately, man, one of my girls came up to me and just started, comforting me, almost as if she knew what was in my head, because I wasn't showing, that, oh, I'm kind of bummed out, I was just sitting like normal, man. But, this is the best picture I could find. You see the level of concern on her face? That was kind of how, she came up to me. And the scriptures came to mind, brothers, because the scriptures say a woman is supposed to be a pillar of rest unto her man. You see, when her man goes out into the world, and does what needs to be done to bring bread home, the woman is supposed to be there to comfort him, So that's the woman's job in nature, or that's the woman's job according to the scriptures, man. And that's what the that's what Eve is supposed to be doing. But we know now that Eve is more of a pillar of stress than a pillar of rest. So but in this dream, it almost looked like and there's a lot of parallels. I could make some parallels to the scriptures and say, in this dream, it was almost as if the persecution was happening, because I had this crazy ass police guy coming to my school trying to make me look bad and say, oh, look at him driving crazy, whatever. And but at the same time, I had all these women, man, which let's bring the scriptures out. All right. Oh, and before I forget, there was a brother, or not, looked like a Levite dude, we were friends in the dream. And in the dream, he was cool, I was cool, almost like, it was normal what was going on. So with the women, almost as if that shit was normal. So, we were training for something. I don't know if we were training boxing or training something in the dream, just hanging out like dudes hang out, whatever, just, shooting the shit. And then I would go back to school, and there my girls would be again. And then, I would meet new women. And, if I saw a woman I liked, I could go up to her and just say hi. And then she was into me already. I didn't even have to, use game or nothing or act all, whatever. I didn't try to, ask her questions. Oh, how you doing? Whatever. Try to break the ice. The ice was always broken, man. So it was pretty cool. So anyway, all that happens and, So anyway, all that happens. And, I could draw some parallels from this. For example, we got Isaiah 4:1. It says, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. You see, so the woman, in this time during Jacob's trouble, the woman is going to be put back in order. And the woman is going to be, 7 women going to be sharing one man. And we know 7 is the number of completion. So it could be 10, it could be 100 women for one man, like in my dream, man. And it says, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. So so they're willing to work to feed themselves and dress themselves. Okay, they're going to be willing to do whatever to take care of themselves. They're only going to want your name in marriage, meaning, sex. Okay, because marriage has nothing to do with a piece of paper that the government controls. That has nothing to do with that. All right, so, and of course, having your name, right? Having your children, which also reminds me in the dream, I was in one of the classes and, I was like, man, this homework is bullshit. I don't want to do this. Fuck this shit. I was doing some schoolwork, whatever. And one of the girls that I was with, she just grabbed the paper, that I was, I had this piece of paper I was writing on, and she just filled out all the answers for me. And then, which I thought that was crazy. I was like, damn. So she did my work for me, my homework. I think it was homework. I was turning it in, but I didn't do shit. And so she did the homework for me. And then, what else was something that happened? Oh yeah, so this crazy guy came to the school talking shit, right? And I told one of the girls the story. She knew about it. I was telling her more details or whatever. And she said something along the lines of, shit, you know what? Send him to, she was like, shit, send him to such and such street. And I said, and I didn't know what she meant by that. I looked her in the eyes and stuff, And she looked at me and she didn't say nothing, just, waiting for me to figure it out. And in the dream, it was almost as if that street, those two streets had a reputation for being a place where people basically unalive other people. And I was like, oh shit, man, this bitch is willing to kill for me and all that. Which of course, I'm not going to do that. Because in the scriptures, it's thou shalt not murder. So, I'm not going to go doing all that. Okay, as we say, brothers, that is not our job, man. Our job is to wait for the judgment of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, all these corrupt people out here, putting our people in captivity. All right, because that's what he was trying to do in the dream. All these wicked Edomites and nations and even 2/3 Israelites that, try to frame brothers and, like I made on my last video about agents. Okay, guess what? The Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai is going to kill them all, man. Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai is going to punish the wicked, man. Hey, though hand join in hand, the Lord will not at all quit the wicked, man. So, that's what's going to happen to him. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting, man. Like, these women were willing to do anything and everything for me, man. Almost like they'd be willing to take a bullet for me. All right? And let's read it again. Isaiah 4:1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. All right, brothers? So, hey, brothers, this is a beautiful dream I had. I really enjoyed the dream, even though I had to deal with Esau's bitch ass. All right? With the woman being back in order in that dream, it was 100 times easier than having Esau against you and your own woman. Imagine that, right? Which is what a lot of you brothers is going through right now. So, hey, brothers, like the beloved Elder Apostle Gabar always says, take it easy, all right? Because, hey, the women will come, man. That's a part of prophecy, man. The Lord made the woman for the man, okay? It's just that, right now, during this time of trial, we're going to have to suffer without our woman a little bit longer, man. Even those that have a woman don't have a woman, really, if you think about it, man. All right? Because the thing is, a lot of these modern day females is masculine, they got all this attitude, or, their brain has been poisoned by Esau Edom, the so-called white man, the devil. So, that's the problem. But the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, is going to come a day when he's going to flip that right side up, man. The way it was supposed to be. It says that in that day shall the branch of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai be beautiful and glorious. And the branch of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is the nation of Israel. Okay, because in the scriptures, Israel is likened unto the Lord's woman. All right, we know that's what the branch means. Okay, and it says, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and comely for them that escaped of Israel, man. You see? So, them that escaped of Israel is the elect, man. The 1/3 remnant, all right? Which in that 1/3 is also the 144,000, who is the chief of that head, or the head of the elect, okay? And, the fruit, amen, the women are going to be beautiful, excellent, and comely for us, man, on that day, because everything's going to be going back to normal. All right, it says Isaiah 4:3, and it shall come to pass that he that is left in Zion and he that is remaineth in Jerusalem shall be called holy. Yep. So everybody's going to know that we're the elect, man. Lord willing, I'll be one of them, and I say that humbly, okay? I always say that you're of the hopeful elect. Don't automatically assume that any of you out there are of the elect, because we don't know. We don't know, okay? So it says that, Lord willing, that we shall be called holy, even everyone that is written among the living of Jerusalem. Who's written? The elect, man. So, we're going to have fame in that day too, man. All right? This is basically when the Lord, and let's read verse 4, when the Lord shall have washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion, and shall purge the blood of Jerusalem from the midst thereof. And how did the Lord fix the daughters of Jerusalem, put them back in order? By the spirit of judgment, you see? And by the spirit of burning, you see? So, these Eves, man, when they see all hell breaking loose and their daddy, the so-called white man, can't save them, all right, they're gonna get right. And, because there's going to be a lot of judgment, a lot of death, destruction. It's going to look like a pure nightmare out here, okay? And there's not going to be no police. There's not going to be no comfort, all right? It's just going to be a lot of death, death, death everywhere, man. And these modern women are going to turn into ancient women very quickly, man. All that bullshit they've been spoon-fed by Esau is going to go right out the window. Because guess what? Esau himself is going to go right out the fucking window, man. Alright? The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has our back, brothers. Alright? Alright? Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has our back, brothers. Alright? Keep the faith. Stay strong in the faith. Alright? Keep doing what is required of us, man. Pushing this truth. Believing. Having faith. Alright? And doing the best to keep the law. Okay? We're not saved by the law, but through grace and faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Alright? But we still got to do our best, man, to prove our faith also. Alright, brothers? And don't worry about Esau, man. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is going to take care of his bitch ass. Alright? And also, I wanted to mention, brothers, that East Edomite in the dream was trying to make me look bad. Almost has a parallel to some of these agents that are out here, and also the persecution, which the persecution is coming, brothers. Okay, and that's where you're going to get the famine of the word. All right, they're going to be persecuting brothers, putting brothers to death, putting brothers in prison. Okay, looking for brothers. Some brothers will escape. All right, but really at the end, we're all going to be saved, all of us brothers. All right, because it's written. All right, whether we be beheaded and we rise first, or whether we, escape this devil until the end, or maybe the Lord gives you spiritual powers to defend yourself, man. All right, but at the end of the day, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is going to return, and Esau will be under our feet sooner rather than later, brothers. All right, and these women are going to be back in order, Yasharallah. All right, brothers. So I pray that lesson was, encouraging to the brothers. All right, I pray that lesson was edifying to the brothers. Okay, because, hey, everything I dream, when I dream something like this, I automatically thought about the scripture, Isaiah 4:1, man. All right. So, with that, brothers, I pray that was edifying. Until next time, Shalom.